two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway.
From the 10. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Pittsburgh's offense making its way out, and we get a look at the player drafted to succeed Ben Roethlisberger as the franchise's quarterback. Knows a lot about the city. He's a rookie out of Pitt, Kenny Pickett. Here's the leading rusher amongst rookies last season, Najee Harris.
And some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again.
And down to the 41.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Pickett will look to throw it here. Finding Pickens for another catch. He'll get it inside the 20.
Touchdown!
George Pickens.
37 yards.
And the Steelers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Touchdown grab.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense.
They're led out by an electric third-year player from the University of Utah, Tyler Huntley. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive.
A 3-year starter at the University of Utah. He got his NFL opportunities in Lamar Jackson's backup in Baltimore, mainly because he possessed similar qualities. Excellent runner, big-time arm, just has to grow in accuracy and avoiding mistakes.
Here's Edwards again on 2nd down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Huntley. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On the Ravens.
The option, here's Edwards.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Huntley to throw.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
To throw, Huntley. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard.
And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
Back deep is Gunnar Olszewski. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession.
They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Here's Huntley.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Now, you don't want to see that penalty at any point, but it adds a little extra to it when it comes on 3rd down.
It certainly does, because if this were a boxing match, they had him on the ropes there. 3rd down incompletion, 4th down upcoming. Instead, that mistake resets everything back to 1st down, which means they have to stay on the field longer to try and stop this drive.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Looking to throw. Huntley. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
They'll give him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Huntley.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Tucker's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
And the Steelers getting set and ready for their next possession. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they bailed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
He's got Harris running the slant.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Pickett now on 1st down. It's Najee Harris now on back-to-back plays with a catch.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
To the air on 1st down with Pickett. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up point.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, a 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it was finished off by a Najee Harris touchdown.
Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They run once more with Edwards. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll try and run for the 1st with Edwards. And boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Now the Steelers use the 1st of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
On the return is Olszewski.
And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their own 17-yard line. He's got a man complete. The 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
George Pickens
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From the 10. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Let's go now. Hey.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun.
Huntley.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
1st down, and they go back to Harris. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action.
Over the middle, complete. That's Harris. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Now Pickett. Slant route, and he's got Freiermuth.
And in for the Steelers, touchdown.
Kenny Pickett finding Pat Freiermuth. And the Steelers continue to pull away here in this first half.
Boswell good with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On first down, Huntley. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. And the Steelers are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Now Pickett on 4th down.
He's got a man, complete.
And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. And going deep downfield for Boykin.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett.
Try to drop one in, but it's incomplete. So we reach halftime here and now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Raven off. Start this 3rd quarter. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Sutton.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run again with Harris. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's brought down. And they're going to speed things up here.
Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A familiar refrain. A turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They'll set up the screen to Drake. And some room to roam now. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown.
Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again.
He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 41. And now they're in the hurry-up. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down.
That's to his running back, complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. First and 10, here's Pickett.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
The 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA.
Now a handoff up the middle. Warren, and he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down.
Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Pickett.
And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Here's Pickett.
And that is incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the
touchdown, Steven Sims Jr., a 22-yard touchdown play.
And the Steelers have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th.
Boswell good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
T.J. Watt, the all-pro, in there to take him down.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to...
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Harris running straight ahead. And room there to work it inside the 25. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
On 1st and 10, Huntley, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. To throw on 2nd down, Huntley. There's Robinson showing the flash. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Huntley to throw.
In trouble, and he's taken down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
To throw, Huntley.
Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end.
Finding room at midfield. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Here's Huntley.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and they will remain well behind.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Pickett sets up play action.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw on 2nd and 10.
Pickett.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Looking to throw. Pickett.
And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
The partner under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.